I'm up here at Highway 38 where the road collapsed. Mile marker 35.25. It's a hard closing out even for public safety. It's over into the downbound lane now. I don't know if you can see that up there, but another chunk fell in, and the water's still undercutting it. So they told him, there's a chippy up there now guarding that side. They told him not to cross it. When I was here Monday, a Caltrans guy, I said I wouldn't cross that because it was undercutting it still. The water still is. It's not a big flow, but it's still undercutting it. And he said no more. They're not letting anybody cross that. Which, that's going to collapse. That hole, it looks like downbound's getting collapsed next. Because Monday I saw Caltrans go up, and I guess, I was talking to Tom McIntosh at Forest Falls. I guess the engine out of Fawnskin responded, and they came across it, before it collapsed. And then they went back. They canceled them or released them. They went back up to Big Bear. That would have been Sunday night. So it must not have collapsed till, I think the next morning was when another fire unit reported that it had collapsed. I think that was Sunday or Monday, because I don't remember. I'll have to look at the timestamp on that. I think County Fire or I think it was County Fire put out an alert that the upbound lane had collapsed. We're going to be driving in the sun. Yeah, that's when I wanted to get up here earlier, but yeah, see that's collapsed. There's a couple other spots down here. Those rocks, I can't tell. I'm trying to stay out of the rocks because I heard a chippy cut 2 tires up here. But I'm above Heartbar. If you know where Heartbar campground is, Heartbar's road is blown out. The entrance there is a dip. They probably should put a bridge there, but a bridge is a lot of work, a lot of money. But where this creek bends, the curves it's eating the banks right next to the highway here. This stayed away from the bank here, but down lower, well, not right there. It's collapsing right there. Yeah, they've got a couple issues, maybe 3 or 4 more spots that they're going to have to repair, especially the semis. I was asking him, I saw a Vaughn semi coming up 38 down by Forest Falls. They can't get up this way. I mean, Monday the word went out, so I'm wondering if somebody didn't tell him the usual route was blocked. I've heard 2 months, I've heard 1 month. If these other sections collapse, it's going to be a while. It'll probably be next fall. Well, what is it, August, September? Yeah, it'll be, the skiers are going to get, skiing don't start till Thanksgiving. Hopefully they'll, I haven't heard, Caltrans, he said, was up here looking at it. They fly on their drone. Yeah, right, is it right here? See, the river from being a straight dry creek, but it turned into there's big giant trees down right there. It turned into a raging river right here, and it kind of started doing S-curves. And where it curved out, well, there's a big creek that went into there where that sand was. That's pretty messed up. It's where the curve comes this way toward the highway. It ate the bank some places 10, 20 feet, which puts it right next to whoa, there's a rock. I was looking for that bear. They just trapped a bear up in the Boy Scout ranch up there on 38, and they said they turned him loose up here. They were telling me to be careful, and I said he's out looking for food. Of course, my big buddy could say, "Hey, look at that! There's a good steak dinner right there." I was telling that CHP that you could grin down a bear. And Davy Crockett did it. He knew it was pulling his leg. I said, remember Crocodile Dundee in the movie when he does it to the water buffalo? He uses mojo. There's Heartbar right there to turn into Heartbar. Heartbar is blown out. The campground's closed now, and South Fork is closed, that campground, for the year. It's just, they got a lot of damage. That you can't even get in there. That's going to take a while to rebuild that. Where that dip is right in the front, where this, like I said, this should be a dry creek bed, and if it had water, you could just step it across it. But it raged over there, some places 80 yards wide. You'll see down here, yeah, you're probably looking in the sun, huh? Over here on the left, I'll show you where the creek comes back. One was by a turnout. They've got issues. And down here, this is where these creeks come in. And I was looking at the rainfall totals. I need to post that map. I had a map, somebody, I can't remember who posted it, but it showed the rainfall totals over here for Sunday, the hurricane, and they were like 12, 14 inches, 9 inches. This is why South Fork blew out and Seven Oaks got blown away. There was so much rain come down over here. It kind of wraps around San Gorgonio. It came from the south. And it kind of, I think, is this the turnout? I think this is the one. Yeah, right here on the left. No, it's down because the creek's way over there. See, normally the creek was over there 70 yards, 80 yards. I think it's further down. But it's these creeks that were draining all that off the mountain. I think this is it right here. Yeah, it came over here. That used to be about 40 yards wide now. Yikes. I'm not going to get too close to the edge. Right there's where it's eating the banks right there. It's swung out wide right there. And it's eating these banks right here. Yikes. You know what? It's still a trickle right here. I think those creeks are down lower. When we get down here, I'll show you where it picks up. The creeks are still feeding quite a bit of water in. Because down by South Fork, it's still a raging river down there. And what it is it's gone down a lot, but there's so much water coming up. Oh, right there, it ate the whole bank on that. Well, that's where, yeah, that's the old forestry camp. That road's blown out. They search and rescue's using it for training back in there, but that's blown out. And I haven't been up that. There's a forestry road right there. I forget the name. I think it's down here. And Bob and some of the horseback riders, there's a trail over here, and I saw the hoof prints. They call it Knee Knocker Trail. And I remember seeing the horse prints, years ago and wondered, who the hell could get a horse through here? The trees are real tight. And then they told me, hey, we call that Knee Knocker. I said, I can see why you call it Knee Knocker. I said, how do you get a damn horse through there? And somehow I guess they banged a lot of knees. They got through. That's one thing I always feared was some horses would try and knock you off a horse. You get a mean horse, they'll run you into a limb, or they'll try and scrape you off on a tree. I've been on a couple horses that just mean ass horses. I guess they were abused. I don't know. But some of them just they don't want nobody on their back. I remember one time we actually rented some horses. I don't know why. We were on I was with my girlfriend, and she wanted to go horseback riding. So we rent these horses. And the problem a lot of them have, right here, you see it comes up against there. And the horse wants to go back to the barn, so he'll just turn around. You ride out a mile. They just want to turn around and run back to the barn. Well, this one didn't want to run back to the barn, but he got tired of my girlfriend on his back, and he walked out into a pond and stood out there. And her clothes were all a mess, and she's screaming at me to come save her. And I'm thinking, that dang horse, I'm gonna have to swim out there and get her. I couldn't talk her into swimming back. It was really mucky pond. I was all over the top. And the horse just had his big grin on his face. I said, you did that on purpose. He's going to get her off his back. So I finally talked to her, and I ended up swimming out to her because she wouldn't jump in that duck. It was like a duckweed on top, that green. And she jumped on me, and basically I paddled her back. But she was soaked. It didn't matter. She was trying to save her clothes, but she ended up being like a drowned rat like me. Like that green stuff is pretty nasty. Now somebody was saying, what do they call this, high line or high front line? Somebody was saying this didn't look too bad. I'm looking, I see tracks down that. See the tracks? I'm trying to see if they're side by side or full pickup or Jeep. Those look like they don't look like big tires. Those are side by side tracks. Those are, well, let me see here. I wouldn't go down. I'm not going to go down unless I'm with somebody or side by side. I would take a side by side down that first because you don't know what's down there. I haven't seen any video from that side of the creek. I've seen video from the west side. In fact, I need to go down here to. Where was I going? I need to go down Glass Road. Crazy was going to bring a dozer up to repair that road. See right here? See how it's I'm curious how that car got in there because they were parked on the road. Yeah, look at this. I want to pull off here, but I don't want to fall in the damn river. I don't want to get any closer. My ass is hanging out. I'm going to turn here. I don't want to get hit either, but this has really changed since Monday. It's eating up more of that bank. Yeah, they got to get something. Wow. They red tagged the Peterson's cabin. That's so sad. Let me get a quick picture. And then we'll get on the road again. Hey, let me stop. I'm gonna walk out and do some video. I'll start it back up. Thanks for watching. See you.